Well, guys, here's an update on the BMW because I know you guys are curious sometimes. I was able to get a radiator hose that went from the top, and I had to make this stupid aluminum guy that ran over and onto the bottom because there's like no room up here with the intake, and if I go that way, the alternator's in the way. So I found a short section of hose that would do that, and then I don't know if you can see down in here. I guess I can grab a flashlight or something. The lower radiator hose is actually the stock truck one that I cut up a little bit. I just cut it in half and it kind of worked with the way the radiator was. And then here I just for now have the heater lines looped so that I could drive it. But whatever this hose is, you know, when you touch it, you can feel that it's probably not meant for coolant or temperature-wise, and it's kind of gummy right now, and it's laying against the oxygen sensor, so that probably is going to have to change. And then, so I took it for a drive a couple minutes ago around my neighborhood. It's, you know, maybe a half-mile loop, three-quarter, because I took some turns here and there. And another thing that I noticed is at one point, I took a turn and I got a lot of smoke coming out of the hood, which was terrifying because I've already lit this thing on fire once when I was building the exhaust, or well, lack thereof of exhaust. So that had me pretty scared. So I rushed home and I saw that that the master cylinder here, reservoir, or the cylinder itself is leaking. I don't know if you can actually see its drip. It's still dripping. So I don't know if that needs rebuilt. I mean, I just bought it on eBay. It's from an 85 3 Series, you know, with the vacuum booster instead of the hydro boost. And so that's dripping on the headers when you go around turns, and obviously eventually I'm going to run out of brake fluid. Besides that, you know, I have my radiator in here. It's a just a Summit one that fit the dimensions. And like Matt said, you know, you can cut halfway down. I don't know if you can see the welds there. And put a plate in and force the fluid across. And then I plugged up the outlet on the bottom and made it, you know, force it over to the other side down. And then I, you know, welded another neck there. I don't know if that makes sense. You can actually see the coolant is dripping out of the thermostat housing. I guess I didn't wait long enough for the Permatex to dry. So that is another issue I have. But it works great, and you know, the radiator over here is on fire, you know, maybe 180 degrees is what my scan tool said the coolant temp sensor was reading. But over here is like ice. So hopefully that'll keep me from overheating in general. And what else is new? I mean, I have factory GTO dipstick and some other stuff. I mean, nothing too exciting, nothing too fancy, just enough to get it from A to B. So little bugs to work out. I would have liked to go for a drive video, but the brakes are making me nervous. The coolant leak is making me nervous. The throttle cable up here is the Caravan guy. It works nice. I even glued together the piece in the BMW that goes through the firewall to the pedal. And there's, you can see there's kind of, you know, some slack here, and it's not on a right angle. I just have a little plate that's bolting the stock Chrysler guy, and you can see it's real wiggly and such, so I have to make something for that. And I mean, obviously there's a lot more to do. I got to build an exhaust, and because it's obnoxiously loud and just sounds like a tractor. But runs good. The coolant, I mean, I only took it for a short drive, but it looked like it came up to temperature, and I saw the thermostat housing open and stuff. I saw the coolant drop a little bit then. And so it's running good. It just, you know, little bugs to work out when I can on the weekends, but I don't think that I'll have time to fix those today because I got to run back to school before the snow and finish some homework. So I just thought I'd give you guys an update. You know,